All right. I dug up an old blog that we wrote. It's actually a draft we did in August of 2020. So this is almost 4 years old. I'm going to put this up on the screen, and I'll read it for the podcast listeners. What we did is we drafted our Mafia families out of White Sox Twitter people. And so I'll read mine first. This was the Beefle family of Bridgeport. My conciliary was Father Zoe. My underboss was Tony DeMimbo, and we each drafted 2 soldiers. I had Ken W.O. and Scott Garcia, our West Coast representation. My Sox Summer, he had the family of Sterling. He drafted his conciliary was Jason Benetti. His underboss was Chris Lanuti, and they had 2 soldiers, White Sox Sal and King Nam. And then Trezo, you had the family of the Northern South Side. I like how that was set up. Your conciliary was Josh Nelson, your underboss, Sam Panianovich, and your soldiers, Lauren Wills and Biggins. And so my question to you guys, I guess let's go in reverse order. We'll start with Terezi here. How would you change up your Mafia family if we were redoing this today? Would you keep some of these guys? Kind of what would you do with what you got going here?
I'm not changing a thing. I think if I need to take out Beefloaf, I may have the perfect person on my roster.
I don't think so. She got took down by me. What are you talking about?
Hey, I don't know. I mean,
she's a laughing stock. Based
possibly
on me.
willing to kill. Possibly willing to kill you. So, but no, I think obviously, possibly willing. Lauren hates my guts, so I think she's probably not on my group. But I do. It's funny. I would say like the consigliere and underboss. Those stick. Those stick for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Sammy P is strong. I would think after time passes, just the way Josh Nelson is, he would try to have you whacked. Like he denied it today on Twitter, but I don't believe him. And I believe it if he was in my family, he would have me whacked for sure.
Yeah.
But I think he's very power hungry, and you could get like a Johnny Sack, Carmine Sr. situation where they both want to fucking kill each other. Your soldiers are both cooked. You need new soldiers 100%. You need to have some new soldiers.
Beef. Here's the thing about Josh.
Yeah.
There's no poker face to Josh, so I'm not worried about getting stabbed in the back here.
Okay.
He 750,000 people knew James Fegan was part of Sox Machine before they announced it. All right, I'm not worried about him in that scenario.
Okay.
I will say my soldiers. I don't know that I would necessarily get rid of Biggins. Biggins has always been a great soldier for all of us. So I kind of keep him. Yeah, there's one I got to get rid of, right? Like there's an update there. I do feel like that is a need for replacement. It's tough to see who I could go for, but I think I got an easy choice here. My man Danny Reyes. I'm sliding him right in there.
Well, he was worried about those allegations and wings and rings. He beat him, luckily,
It's gonna be tough if I gotta send him after you, Beef. But he'll fuck my Sox Summer up. So
there's no question.
I'm only looking one way with that hire.
My Sox Summer. Let me ask you a quick question first before we get on to your family. Do you think that Terezi was just trying to be like the ultimate feminist when he put Lauren Wills on his team, and now he totally regrets it?
That bitch is crazy. I understand. I understand why you would put her in a position like that. The problem is she is okay. So if your soldier is supposed to be, yes, she needs to be there because she is somewhat. I don't want to say a lunatic, but I want to say a lunatic.
No, I mean that backfires on you sometimes.
She also will go out. Yeah. She'll go out there, and it's kind of a die for the cause type person mentality. And
sometimes your soldiers turn on you, Terezi.
And I think that's
what am I gonna do?
So to get that person that's going to go out and actually take care of the business you needed to actually get taken care of, you got to be a little bit crazy.
Now let's look at your family, MSS. You got conciliary Jason Benetti, underboss Chris Lanuti, your soldiers White Sox Sal and King Nam. What's it?
Can I ask a question on this?
Jump in, baby. Jump in.
Go for it.
So your consigliere is Jason Benetti. How's he going to feel about your performance on the mid show?
Well, he left. He went to start his own family. Is what it looks like to me. He doesn't want to be a part of this one.
I said I wouldn't miss him. I'm not going to miss him because he left me. So I don't give a fuck. First off, Conciliary. I mean, just even right now, the guy's fucking Teflon. You say a word about this guy, you get jumped down. Everyone jumps down your throat. You can't even fucking say anything. So that's good. Jason Benetti in this scene, in this right here, reminds me of Gus from fucking Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. He is the Gus. He's the guy that you don't know is the real fucking diabolical dude behind the scenes. That's Jason Benetti.
But no, you got to replace Jason. He's out. He left. You got to replace him. He's not still in. He can't still be in. How can he still be in? He's gone. He's gone. He's not part of this anymore. He's gone. You got to replace him.
No.
Yes,
he's still part of White. No, because this was all White Sox Twitter.
I know, but he ain't part of this shit no more.
He's still
part of your. He ain't part of your org.
No, he's not part of mine.
Oh yeah, you got to get rid of him. You got to replace him.
He's still in there.
He's got to be replaced. Yeah.
It's
your family.
At a minimum, you got to replace him. And you almost, in my opinion, you almost have to replace Nam too, because he doesn't really do much Sox Twitter anymore.
Isn't part of White Sox Twitter anymore. You got to replace her.
He did. He replaced her with Danny Reyes. Did you pay attention?
Oh, if you had to.
Fuck is going on?
I
was gonna say, what's he doing? You have to replace him. MSS, you got to replace your conciliary. You cannot have Jason Benetti anymore. He left, baby. You got to pick someone else.
Oh, this is bullshit. Dude.
He's he's out.
This is bullshit.
He's out, man. He started his own family.
He's excommunicado.
All right.
Well, you know what? Hey, we're gonna keep it within the same, in the same vein. And this is quick thinking here. I just got to throw in Steve Stone. I'm just gonna throw Steve Stone in there, and this it's a shitty quick pick, but I think he's got a lot of connections. He's got a lot of people that like him. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to go with Steve Stone.
He says, "Will MSS's consigliere be able to eat in the booth?" That's the question.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I did say
yes, but not on
asked. Somebody said, "Oh, he's got a rat on his team," and I go, "Who's the rat?" And then, of course, no one's that person didn't reply. But I was like, "It is definitely not Benetti because that guy won't talk unless he's on mic and doing a broadcast and eating." So I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, I agree with Maloney. So, your conciliary's got to be in the same time zone. So that's correct. So Stoney's fine.
All right, so let's go.
I don't think you're gonna.
Let's just go with Stoney. Lanuni definitely underboss, knows how to make money. I mean, the guy is like living off of his podcasts. So I'm gonna got to give him that. And then soldiers like Sal and Nam are just Sal fucking just again lunatic. Love it. Yes, we need that.
But no one
and then Nam
with you more than Sal. You can't have your soldier giving you that much shit.
No, I'll take it. I don't give a shit. The guy's
so hang on. Sal's in my opinion, Sal's fine. He's a lunatic, but Nam's not around. So I don't know. I feel like you got to replace him. You know.
Now I got to replace. Well,
I don't know. Do you think you got to replace him or not? I'm just asking you. Do you have
here's what I was thinking.
Benetti you had to replace. I'm asking you if you think you got to replace.
Here's what I'm thinking. If I want to go a little bit more muscle on my soldier, okay, I got two names that come immediately to mind that guys that I'm like, I would trust that if like a big huge scrap went down in the 108, two guys that I hope are there and that I hope are like fucking taking care of. Oh my god, the balloons are going crazy.
I know. I had the image up. I'm sorry.
Wow. So yeah, no, there's two names, and it's Brian Malone and it's Shane Spagnuolo. Like just two dudes that I need to be around. Just in case some shit goes down, I know that I don't have to explain it.
I like this. This because when you were sticking with your crew,
your shoes,
I was logging into my YouTube account so that I could message Beef and say, "We're taking him down. Don't." Our families are taking your.
Yeah, I was gonna say your family was weak, but you're strengthening back up. Those are strong soldiers right there.
I would definitely get those two guys are the first two that come to mind of like who I could throw in there if I really needed some muscle to like take down some shit. I literally don't even think I have to tell them what we need to do. They would just fucking just do it. So I appreciate that.
That Brian Malone pick is really that's strong.
Really Brian Malone.
Pick. That's a really solid pick.
I mean, he's trained by the U.S. government. Like he fucks some shit up. Okay,
it's very helpful there. You know.
Yeah.
My family's in disarray. I got to be honest with you. My soldiers are hella strong, and they still are. So
I like
Scott Garcia and Ken W.O. are both real strong. Here's my problem though. My underboss, Tony the Mimbo, he's left the life. He's like Cuddy, in The Wire. He got out of he don't have the game in him anymore. So he left the life.
He
And
opened
my
that box. He opened that boxing gym.
He opened a gym. Yeah, he's helping the youth. He opened a gym, so he's no longer around. And then Father Zoe, I mean, no offense, I love Father Zoe. He's my man, but his street cred's down. And I'll be honest with you, he's not a wartime conciliary. So my top 2 guys got to go. They're out. So I got to make some changes here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steal from MSS's original family. I'm gonna make White Sox Sal my conciliary. I'm gonna promote Ken WO to underboss because he's strong. He'll be able to be a nice underboss for me. And then I'm gonna bring Sammy Davis Jr. 5K in as one of my soldiers.
Yeah,
that's like bringing Tommy DeSimone in as one of your henchmen. Like that. That's you got to go hard.
He'll kill you though
Beef,
too.
I didn't realize
he's an L. Wills type.
You're
gun.
pointing wartime consigliere.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize it was wartime. I got to make a change. My consigliere and underboss flip.
Got Sammy P up there now. This is a strong move.
Wartime. Wartime and Sammy P.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna get rid of Nelson, then maybe I'd have to pick up Nelson and put him as the top.
No, Nelson just moves to underboss.
Oh no, he wouldn't take that shit. Oh yeah,
flip.
Yeah,
he won't take the demotion is what MSS is saying.
Yeah, that don't happen in the Mafia. Like, hey, you used to be the #1 guy, but I don't trust you no more.
This ain't number 1 and number 2.
This
ain't number 1 and number 2. This is just different roles.
Nah, you're fucked.
This is where he gets killed. He gets killed by Nelson.
You can't tell Josh Nelson, hey, you're great. You're great until it counts, and then we'll see you later.
I'm giving promotions to my family. Everyone's getting a promotion.
They did it to Tom Hagen.
Anyway, I love that we did this draft a million years ago, and I'm looking through it. I'm like, this is so funny. And a lot of these people are still, well connected in White Sox Twitter.
They are.
So, I don't know. We don't really do drafts anymore, but this was like kind of a fun one 4 years ago, and I'm glad we revisited it tonight. So I appreciate that, boys.
Yeah, good. That's some good shit.
That was a fun draft. I will say, and I'll also say that like I think that it was a pretty good job by us to predict who would still be around in White Sox Twitter 4 or 5 years later. That was I'm impressed by us.
Let's go White Sox!